Hello. Hey, everyone. What up? Happy New Year. If I haven't seen you since last week, I refrained so hard from making the dad joke. But hi, everyone. Hey, Fedoran and Scar, Monty, Sherix, Evander, Listless. I had to pause at Evander because I was like, oh, I guess Evander's maybe not working. Maybe he got a day off. Oh, thanks, Listless.
Thanks, though.
Prime. Hey, Gore. Sherix. Did I say Sherix? Did I get down to you, Sherix? Hello. Hi, Darius. How's everyone doing? Bad roll. Hey, Copy. Copy had it queued up. Hey, Kai. Yeah, you get two, Sherix. You're double important. Oh. How is everyone's new year? Had 2 days of it. Have you got stuff done? Have you made plans? Petted any dogs? Not terrible yet. Working on D&D stuff. Nice. That's good. Great. Good. How's mine? Mine's also pretty damn good. I had a really good day yesterday, night, basically the whole day. It was just really good. I got to hang out with Annika a little bit. I got to like reflect on stuff and come up with like all of my thoughts that were scattered around. I got to put them all in one nice little place. And yeah, Annika and I had some good food, had a nice talk. It was really good. Sherix, just chores. Fed all the animals. That makes it sound like you have a zoo, Sherix. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Did laundry, that's good. Scar, you got a new tabletop RPG game. What one did you get? What'd you get? Gore, your plan for this year is to eventually have a plan for more than like 5 days ahead? That's fair. Plans can be good. But sometimes it's also good to just be like, I'm doing shit, and just go. Not needing to plan absolutely everything. It's a balance, I guess, right? You did D&D on New Year's Listless. That's cool. Nice. Be a good little celebration. Tell me you had nice appetizers and finger foods, but also tell me that you didn't get like grease all over your dice and stuff. Hey, Hat. Nice, Scar. Yeah, I may have heard something about that. What do you got, Sherix? 30 chickens, 3 peacock. You have peacocks? Holy shit. 2 rabbits, 3 dogs, and 3 goats. That's a lot of feed. Damn, nice. Not like I don't have a set schedule at work due to lack of personal. Okay. Special one-shot all-dwarf party. We had a drinking game to go with it. Rock and stone, brother. Tons of finger food? Hell yeah. Yeah, I had an assortment as well. Like, we had an assortment of just, like, little finger food apps. And then some jalapeno poppers. They're so good. We had ice wine. No idea what your New Year plans are going to be, Monty. Maybe get a better paying job. Hey, that's a good goal. Sure. Used to have a cow and a donkey. I can't know for sure which days you go to work and which you have free except for the next 3 or 4 days. I mean, yeah, that'll make it harder to plan. But, yeah. I guess just do what you can, right? Oh my gosh. Also, that reminds me. I was so excited. Okay, so there's a place called the M&M Food Market, or M&M Meats they used to be called. Anyway, M&M's is what everyone calls it. And it's in Canada here. And they sell a bunch of, appetizer stuff, meat stuff, sauces, like whatever. They're generally pretty pricey. But there are a couple of things that they had, and one of the things that they had that I absolutely loved was jalapeno poppers with cheddar cheese, not cream cheese, but cheddar cheese, and it was so good. And then they got rid of them, so I was very disappointed about that. It's just one more thing that I like that gets discontinued. But my aunt messaged me a couple of days ago. I believe it was on New Year's Eve. And she was like, hey, I heard that M&M's might be bringing back the poppers, the cheddar poppers, because all they had at that point was then the cream cheese one. So I went there on New Year's Eve, and the guy was like, he laughed. He's like, yes, we did bring those back. In fact, we've had them back in for a little bit now, like not a ton of time, but he's like maybe like a month or two. He's like, unfortunately, I am currently sold out. And I went, oh, that makes sense. I mean, it's New Year's Eve. I'm just some idiot who came in thinking he'd swipe a few. So he laughed, but they're back. So I'm excited. I'm so happy. One of the things that I like has made a glorious return. So anyway, if you like jalapeno poppers and you happen to live in Canada and you happen to have an M&M nearby, they have cheddar poppers again. Hung out at my apartment and played Animal Crossing with some friends. Very nice New Year's celebration. Yeah, Scar, exactly. Like, that's Annika and I didn't have any grand plans. We just kind of hung out. We were hanging out a little bit in Snake Stream when he was live, just like chilling. And we honestly did like a quiet New Year's, because last year we did a big stream, if you guys remember. And then one of the years we want to go out for New Year's, just to do, because I don't go out a ton really, like for something like a New Year's celebration. So it'd be nice in a big city to go out one of the years. But this year it was just quiet and relaxing. I'm glad yours, it sounds like it was the same. Had the idea of wanting to cook at least once a week once we've moved out. Mother jumped right on that and insisted I start or still here in Mid-Cali. Darius getting roped into cooking immediately. Time to buy 346 of them and consume them in one sitting. Oh, the poppers. Oh, hell yeah. I don't know if you saw my message in Snake's chat the other day. I didn't see, like, well, I didn't see everyone's because we were also just like talking as we were hanging out. But when we make them, we stuff them with Colby Jack or Pepper Jack. Oh, and wrap them in bacon. I'd try that. That sounds really good. Hat, you thought you had to work overnight New Year's, but turns out I didn't. Hell yeah. That's pretty good. That's way better than working. I spent the last few days just playing Civ 6 with some friends. It was really relaxing. See, it's Civilization. So, of course, when you say spent the last few days, you could honestly mean 72 hours straight of Civ. But anyway, I'm glad you had fun. I'm happy. I'm excited. I got a little plan to share with you all. Things that that I've been working on, or the plan that I've been working on, my vision going into the new year, basically. Hi, woo! You reflexively clapped when I clapped? Wait, what? So wait, I went, and you did the same thing? Does that work all the time? Like if I do it again, can we do some alchemy? That was a dumb nerdy reference. So I have a PowerPoint. Oh my, so fancy. Oh, do you all remember being in high school and using PowerPoint? Or perhaps at your job in a meeting and using PowerPoint, but more boring? So, Kappa asked me if I was going to put on a suit, and my suit is currently not readily accessible, or I might have done it for the bit. But I do got a nice button up, so... You had chalkboards for that? Oh, yo, or what about the slide projector, right? The transparent slides? As a weak weeb, I knew what you meant, Sharex, but it's very funny. Oh God, PowerPoint. Last time I used PowerPoint was in 2009. It does a lot of stuff now. I didn't use all the craziness, but it can do a lot of stuff. I'm not even in the habit of clapping when other people clap or anything. I suppose I'm just living up to the copy part of my name. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm gonna share this slide. It's gonna, oh yes, Google Slides. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I never really, I've used Google Sheets for things, especially collaborative things. But that's honestly the extent. Oh, and Google Forms. I've been using Google Forms, particularly when interacting with you guys. Like if I want anonymous opinions on something, or I need to do like a form intake where I'm like, oh, hey, can people anonymously send me this or that? Or just certain things like that, right? Where it's a really easy way to like take in information. So yeah, I've used Google Forms and I've used Google Sheets. Sheets mostly for collaborating on things like roleplay stuff or projects or things like that. Docs I don't use. I just pull up Word. Yeah. And Slides, I've never used Google Slides. I've never needed a reason to. This is the first time I opened PowerPoint in like 10 years. But I thought it would be rather than like trying to finagle everything into like using like Affinity Designer to make a bunch of pages and then putting them together, or like a weird PDF thing, or like literally anything like that, I just figured it would be good to have it in a nice slide. Yes, please listen to my TED Talk. So, let me pull this on up. Oh my gosh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh! Okay, hold on. I got a little. Let me see if I can do this. And then I can do this. Hey, there we go. All right. And if I'm being fancy, I should be able to use studio mode and go into here. And then I should be able to do this. Oh man, look at me go. Hell yeah. All right, hold on. One time in high school, we could hear applause in the room next to us, so I started clapping as a joke, and the rest of the class joined me. Hell yeah. I loved those kind of personalities in school. You and I would have gotten along in school very much, Copy. Not that we don't get along now, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, I didn't even see they had it. There's some sort of psychology involved with folks feeling inclined to clap when someone else does. It's the same thing for yawning. The yawn and the clap empathy. Oh crap! Now I have to yawn. I mentioned it. Now I gotta do it. The one true and then everyone clapped story. Okay. Everyone randomly at home, whether you're with family or whether you're with, like, regardless of what you're doing, all right? We're going to go over the plans for 2023. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that cool? Yay! Y'all better be fucking clapping wherever you are in the world. Okay. Here is the plans. How the hell do I... Oh, I did it. Wow, okay, Monty, be contrarian then, I guess. Okay. So here is... Look at that. Isn't that nice? Oh, what good formatting. Anyway, what up, nerds? Yeah, this stream is just my way of getting out what's in my head, you know, getting what's on my mind onto, like I said, taking everything that's kind of been, like, I've got here, look. I got notes, and I got a notebook that I've been filling in this and that, and it's like just things that I've been looking at and everything, and putting it in one place all together for me to also share with you all. So, also, this is going to be like, I would say a very transparent look at everything, like just a very honest look at like what I'm thinking and what's what I want to do, what I'm getting excited about, considerations that I have for things. So yeah, I'll be graded on this presentation. Oh, F. Welcome back, Evander. You didn't miss much. I'm just getting into yeah, the plan, TM. So broadly, the themes that I have for 2023, as far as the content, as far as community, as far as anything like that, first of all, share more freely and openly, and put myself and my content out there, even if it's not totally perfect, instead of just not doing it at all. So specifically, just sharing things that I want people to see, things that I'm proud of, things that we all do together, or making sure that everyone knows about all the little things we do, whether that's a community night or whether that's just a really awesome like moment that we had, things like that, right? Also, the whole put it out there 85%. So certain things that I hadn't done, the big one in my mind I'm thinking is the tabletop stuff, which I've done a little bit in terms of YouTube and that channel and everything, but not to the extent that I want to do it, where I'm really running stuff and getting practiced with the different programs like Dungeon Draft and stuff like that. I had a lot of fun putting together the Scooby-Doo one-shot and making that mansion map, because what existed was this little black and white map. It was nothing but like some squares and walls, and to take that and put it all into Dungeon Draft and put all the little props and everything like that was a lot of fun. And I should share that, you know, if other people need it or they're running it, and just share it with the wider world and internet, right? So rather than worry like, oh no, but like the stairs aren't totally where they need to be, or like, oh, this isn't perfect, who cares, just put it out anyway. So I just want to share more freely and openly in the new year with people. Number two, Find methods that work for me. Worry less about what others may or may not think. So this one is about... I care a lot about trying to make people happy and just trying to have everyone have like the best time possible. Hey, Ted. Yeah, so I care a lot about having everyone have the best time possible. And what sticks me up sometimes is trying to open my arms and like have all of that work, even if I might not be able to get everyone. And I'm like, no, but I you know, everyone's, I want it to be the best for as many people as humanly possible, right? And so my goal this year is to also find things that work for me and recognize that what I do, either in terms of content or the direction I take things or that kind of thing, may not work for absolutely everyone. But as long as it's, you know, generally what speaks to me and what generally gives us a really awesome community, then that's okay. And to not worry about it so much. Does that make sense? Also, yeah, Happy New Year, Ted. I speak like a cartoon character. I like your voice. Hell yeah. Yeah, I hope you're having a good New Year too. This stream, we're just going over like the plans for content and community and stuff in the new year. So yeah, it's less of a pew pew game stream and more just like a shorter, hey, this is important. So, you know, if you're at all interested in the community and the content, hi, here's what we're doing. Hey, Republicans. Yeah, so, also, as I go through this, like, this is not a presentation wherein I just say things and you all have to be silent. Like, feel free to chime in, ask questions about things. You know, let me know what you're thinking, that kind of stuff. Because, yeah, I like those kinds of discussions. Welcome back, Fedoran. Hey, Kappa. Sorry I didn't put on a suit. And the third thing is to be less hard on myself and have more gratitude for the things that I've already accomplished. So, I feel like that's kind of a big one for me. Like, again, it kind of ties into I want things to be the best they can possibly be, and I really try to make that a thing. And if I perceive, it doesn't even have to be true, right? Where things can be going good and I think, oh, but I could make that better, or like, oh, but I wasn't able to get this other thing that I wanted to do that would have made it like super duper over the top awesome, right? And I'm like tough on that, right? Where I'm like, oh no, but like you ain't seen nothing because I didn't do XYZ. And I would like to stop that so much in 2023. The positive aspect of that is I would like to continue to be driven. You know, I would like to continue to be the kind of person who's like, hey, how can I improve this experience for all of you? How can I make the community more welcoming and involving? How can I make you guys laugh and just have a good time? That kind of stuff. But smooth out the edges of me going, oh, damn it. You know, I really wanted to have this over the top video or presentation or piece of content, but it didn't really work out how I thought it was going to. Narg. And it's like, Shay, you didn't even know about that. I'm like beating myself up over silly little things, right? So in that vein, Annika also this Christmas I mentioned it a little bit that she got me a journal, but she legit got me like a gratitude journal. I might have mentioned that. I think I mentioned that. I think Copy said something about it, but yeah, I'm looking forward to using that and just yeah, kind of smoothing that out. Will this be on the test? There's no test, Listless. Sherix, if you get into making shorts on YouTube, you could probably put them on TikTok to spread awareness of your streams. I get a lot of stream clips of streamers I've never seen before on there. Aha! Stay tuned to the presentation. So, these are the overall things that I want to focus on in 2023. You know, just really finding things that work for me, being less hard on myself in things that I can't really change, and sharing more of myself and my personality and the content and everything more freely with the wider internet. Let's take over the internet. Honestly, major high school flashbacks. Hell yeah. I'm doing something right with this this PowerPoint. Okay. Right. So here's the serious part that I've been struggling with. Here's the serious part, he says, using the fucking dual split face emote. Part of one of this discussions that I had with Annika and just in general, just in passing, talking with other people and this and that. I have been doing stream stuff. And when I say stream stuff, I'm talking like the games that we play, the cool stuff that we get up to as a community, and then roleplay stuff. The channel that I've created where I'm making videos on roleplay, where I'm making shorts that are just like goofy, dumb things that I'm making and that kind of thing. And I've been looking at these things and I'm like, I can't reconcile. Like, I'm struggling with both of these things held in each hand and going, okay, it's hard to juggle, and it doesn't necessarily feel like when you look at content creators, the people that were around 10 years ago when they just like did whatever, and I don't say that in a mean way, I'm talking seriously, like YouTube in its infancy, or just when this was called Justin TV instead of Twitch, right? That kind of stuff, where they would do things and then a bunch of people would come along, you know, they'd do it for a little bit and you get that audience, but you could do whatever. And nowadays, what it feels like is, you're from the JTV era? Hell yeah, feels old. So nowadays, it feels like the bar has been so raised, and there's so many people that want to, you know, share themselves in every aspect, or that places like YouTube are so crazy in terms of the quality, the insane amount of entertainment and interest and intrigue and everything that's at our fingertips, where it feels like if you don't have that, like that thing, if that makes sense, then it's a lot harder to try to grow and basically, you know, find the kinds of people that make up your community. And when I say that, like for me, does it make sense if I say to you guys, the community? And as far as you guys understand it, that's that awesome, welcoming place that we've built. We all have a good time. We welcome each other. We're not, you know, like trollish assholes to each other, that kind of thing. Like the vibe of the community, and finding those like-minded people to have that kind of community grow. So here's me sitting and going, okay, I got this like role play stuff that I do, and I got this like game stuff that I do. And do I really go into game stuff and really, you know, just continue with that and really try to like put myself out there as far as clips goes or game stuff or role play stuff? Do I keep honing my my skill at making good videos that people might be interested in and that people want to come and watch and come and see and kind of have interest that way? And then going, if I have both of those things, am I shooting myself in the foot where I'm like split on it? You know, like this is the two magnets where they don't attract, they're repelling each other. And I'm like, oh, are people just gonna look at my stuff and be like, oh, I don't understand this guy. I mean, I don't know. He's got like some of these videos of this kind, but then over here, he just like messes around and plays stuff and that kind of thing. So what's going on here? That's the thing that I've been struggling with. But Scar, you just nailed it. Because as I've been having those discussions, and particularly with Annika last night, it was something about the way she said it where it clicked for me. And she said exactly that, where she's like, why don't you do both? And that sounds so simple and so silly. But I hope you guys understand what I mean when I said I was struggling with that. Like where I don't know if I should focus on one or the other. I don't want to feel like what I'm doing and the content that I'm putting out and like the community that I'm building is split and fragmented in a bad way. But then we were talking about it and she was like, yeah, okay, but also people tell you and have told you that they stick around for you. Like when you're playing games, you can play a game that like people they're not super interested in, but they will stick around anyway because of you. Like you are the personality that pushes whatever content you happen to be doing. And on top of that, that's true whether you're doing role-playing stuff, whether you're doing game stuff, and even more, why not both? And so you do it where, you know, maybe the role-play stuff can be a little more on the side, or maybe it's the thing at the forefront, and games are something you do as well. But if nobody's interested and you get like one view on everything, or like people, you know, don't come around to it, just change it. Just then pick one to focus on or whatever, right? And it like slapped me in the face. If I'm honest, like I can vouch for that. I watched you play Subnautica and that game terrifies me. I don't particularly care for 7 days, but I'll listen to you and Snake play it all day. I haven't been interested in any of the games you've played, TBH. Oh my gosh. Scar, I appreciate your honesty. I really do appreciate it. I'm here for the living cartoon character. Hell yeah. So that is you know, like I said, it feels so weird to say because it seems so simple, but it really wasn't to me. Something wasn't clicking until I really thought of it like that. Hey, Darksteel. Until I really thought about it like that, and I went, oh wow, yeah. What is the harm in doing both? Why not try to, if the theme of 2023 is to put more of myself out there, why not put all of myself and what I like out there, and not worry about things like, oh well, you know, what if it's fragmented, and like how do people, what if people don't understand what I'm all about and this and that, right? I mean, hey, I'll try it, and I'm gonna be really pleasantly surprised. God damn it, Devourer Worm! It's gonna be good. So I got rid of this stupid little magnet thing, and instead I started thinking about it like this. I made a little Venn diagram. 2023 goal, be peasantly. Listless saying it to me in literally every language. But yes. So that's what I'm gonna go for. And you know, I'm gonna be doing game stuff and roleplay stuff. You might see it a little bit mixed in. I'll be trying maybe, you know, some experimental things or things that I'm like, you know, I think this could be really fun or could be really cool. And really, I'm just gonna stick to or stick true to being the kind of person that I am. I will say too that the kind of person that I am and the kind of person that you see here, like, this is me. And I touched on it a little bit on the community clip stream, but yeah, I am so much myself on these streams and on this content, where, like, if you ever wonder if the Shay you see is the Shay you get, I mean, Annika can vouch, first of all. Also, Interface can now vouch. However, what I mean by that is, I went through school and I went through that kind of like when I was growing up, and everybody, not everybody, but a good amount would tell me I was loud, would, you know, say like, oh wow, Shay, like, you're really excitable, like, you got a lot of energy, or yeah, more negatively, they would just be like, you are loud, dude. And yeah, I am. And being able to be on this stream and being able to be nothing except myself, just my personality, and have that be entertaining to people, or have that make people smile, or have that improve anyone's day in any way, is the greatest feeling in the world to me. It is so humbling and amazing that I can literally just do nothing special as far as I'm concerned. Like, just laugh at games, just get involved in stupid, messy, nonsensical, weird situations. All of these wonderful, marvelous, silly things. And that's the kind of thing that draws people, and that's the kind of thing that people like. And that makes me feel like I found the kind of people that I want to hang out with. So that's a really good feeling. Holy crap, it's Interface. When I said Interface can attest, I didn't know that that would invoke the summoning ritual. Also, my headset's dying. I'm a human muppet in real life. God damn it, Ender. Oh, thanks, Liz. Yeah, exactly, Listless. Yes. So, that's something that I wanted to share. That's the plan as far as I've kind of reconciled that, and I'm gonna do my best to stick true to, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try on both. And you know, one might really speak to me as I go and do it, but I'm gonna try and stop battling myself as far as going, okay, well, I'm over here doing this, but I'm over here, and like, they can't touch, and I need to, you know, make sure that I'm focused on one. Like, all of that, I'm just gonna be me, and I'm gonna do what strikes me as the right thing to do at the time. I'm just gonna go for that from there. Oh, man. So here's my plan for that. So, first thing, prepare the resources, tools, and assets I need to build what I want. And what I mean by that is I've got things in the new year, right? Where if I'm going to be running a game, you know, I need to be grabbing the right maps. I need to collect the players that will be in this game. Did I not review my own PowerPoint before showing it? What do you mean? What is there weirdness on it? What happened? The tools, resources, and I forgot my own slides? No, I'm just perking up when I get to the certain slides because I'm like, here's every slide, like a good PowerPoint, every slide is not just going to be me reading off the PowerPoint. I'm just excited to like delve a little bit more into what I mean, right? So like when I say prepare the resources, tools, and assets I need to build what I want, it excites me because I'm like collecting the players to be involved in things, being able to have more things out on the stream. Like one of the things I got to do is add another license to Epidemic Sound. So then I will have access on this stream to a ton more music, right? So it won't always just be Stream Beat stuff. I mean, I love Stream Beats. I particularly like the hi-fi stuff that I'm playing right now in the background. It very much suits my energy. But there'll be more things like that, more resources that way, right? Something that I'm not going to quite say yet in terms of something that I've been mulling over in my mind. So that kind of stuff. Number 2, then begin sharing my content, sharing it all with the world. Once I got those little resources in place, once I've got, you know, the people for the things that I'm going to be working on, just go for it. Again, that leads into the theme of like 85% of the way. Doesn't have to be the most perfect thing in the world, but just get it out there, see what people think, put it out there. Number 3, refine and tweak anything that feels wrong or isn't working. A very concrete example of that is my office space. So you all know, if you've been part of this community for any more than a year or two, that, I mean, some of it was for, like, we moved. So, of course, my office changed. We moved. But I had been trying to find the proper configuration for the room, where I would sit, where my desk would be, where my camera would be pointing, what lens I would use, what things. And it never felt right and functional. Sometimes it seemed like it would be functional and I'd be like, oh, I think this might work. But in my gut, it didn't feel right. Or sometimes it felt pretty good where I was like, oh, this might, but then I'd look at it and I'd go, oh, but that's not the best thing in the world. And like, here's why this doesn't work. Now I have found through refining and tweaking, which has become maybe a bit of a people, oh my God, Chase changing his fucking office thing again. Isn't that like 7 times this year? Annika pointed it out. But this is I feel good about this configuration. I feel like in my gut, I feel good about it. It is functional. I have room to move around. Everything is how I want it. And that's the same kind of thing I'll be looking to do with my content, where I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to see what works, what feels wrong and needs to be tweaked or isn't working, what feels really good and that I want to do more of. And that's how I'm going to do it. Number 4, repeat steps 2 and 3. I had a 5th thing in here that just said take over the internet, but you know. Yeah, I like where the office is at right now, Scott. That's what I mean. I really feel like I love that you guys can see Barbarous. I used the wrong hand. You can see Barbarous. I love that I can show off a bit of my like stuff that I've got over here, particularly in the just chatting screen. Yeah, it's really good. It was an attention grabbing. Oh, all of us are not attention. Oh! Okay. So, the content then, as far as gaming and role-playing goes. The gaming stuff. I need water. I'm so excited. I love Woo's, yeah, red color. You're about to redeem a hydrate. Too slow. Okay. So the gaming stuff. Clippable moments that make people laugh or smile. This is a big thing for me. And honestly, doing the clip year in review stream for the, what was it? The second time? We've done it twice now, where it's been this like structured thing that we've, how dare you, Kens? Come on. Are you trying to make me look more dramatic as I say these things? What are you doing? Yes, dramatic shadow time. So, the clip stream has really solidified in my mind, like, people like that stuff, and I dare say I'm fairly good at having just awesome moments with you guys, you know? And I like, so many people now have said, both last year and this year, when we do the clip stream, I see comments in chat that are like, Shay, my sides are hurting. Oh, this was such a good moment. Holy crap, this was amazing. Incredible, etc., etc. And those we collect them in the clip stream because they happen over the course of the year, but they happen all the time in our community. That's why they get clipped and put into this big thing, right? So being able to take those moments throughout the year as content and just share them more with people, just have people be able to see those moments would be really cool. What's purple? What are we purpling over? God damn it, I devour a worm again. Repurplums. So, that's one of the things for gaming. Creating those moments and sharing them as they happen. Love still the end of year thing. That's one of my favorite streams. But just as they happen throughout the year, being able to share them with people. Second thing, game challenges or structured playthroughs. So what I mean by this is either when we do things like XCOM, that has been really popular and really fun. God damn it, Scar. Oh, thanks, Repoplums. Okay. Right, so game challenges and structured playthroughs. Like the XCOM thing, which has been very popular. People have really liked it and gotten involved in it. So any games where I can have some sort of structure like that, where I'm like, who wants to be involved? How can we get you all playing or interacting or just having a good time with the game? Or game challenges where we'll play some silly thing like oh god, what was it, Streamer Simulator or just random stuff, and I'm like, what can we do in this game to make it truly ridiculous? You know, what can we do in this game where it's like, oh, I'll play this war management game, but I'll try my best not to fight. Or I'll try my best not, you know, that kind of thing. So that kind of stuff as far as games go. But those structured playthroughs of like being able to involve you all in some way, love that. Third, eggs. This is something that I won't say too much about right now. But I want you all to know that it's something that I've been rolling around in my mind for a while. It's a very simple idea, and it's a very it's something that I think would be fun. And when I say fun, I'm not talking about like crazy and you know, cackling with laughter. It's just an idea that I think is a simple, fun little idea for different games and perhaps other things. And Annika knows, although she won't say anything, but Annika will knows what it stands for. And this is one of my experimental things that I've been thinking of for a little while. So as I start to do that content, then I will let you all know. I mean, obviously with the first one that I ever do, you will all know what it is. Egg game games. What? You all must know me by now that I love puns. I love alliteration. I love acronyms. I just love that kind of thing. If I can take a concept and an idea or making it more memorable through that kind of thing. So stay tuned for eggs. As far as the role-playing side of things goes, oh no, the slide didn't update. The silly shorts are supposed to be on the bottom. Oh well, whatever. For role-playing, oh god, Annika, that's not what it is. She does know what it is. She does know what. Yeah, no, that sentence works. She does know what it is, but it's not that. It's not what she just put. Roleplay content. Running tabletop games. It's not that, Republicans. Running tabletop games. So I've reached out to one person and had a little chat, but I will be doing that with several other people. And yeah, I want to run a tabletop game. Not a one shot, a full campaign. And this will lead into the whole, you know, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to do it this year, and it's going to be great. It's going to be really good. Somewhat related, I want to try a bunch of different roleplay systems. I have done this over the years. I mean, just playing different tabletop systems. But I also, one year when I was younger, like more when I was a teenager, when a bunch of high school friends and we, over the course of a year, we played a gauntlet of a bunch of different systems, because we wanted to try different ones, and we had different ones we were interested in. And yeah, we just had a bunch that we gave a shot. And I've got some that I have tried, like Blades in the Dark, which I would like to try again, which I'd like to play more of. OC7. This game is me laying out my plans. But hi, C7. So, and then there are some systems that I have. Like, I have the Witcher tabletop RPG, and I have not tried it. And I would really like to try it, so it's not just sitting on my shelf collecting dust. So, I'd really love to do that. Sad Game MS PowerPoint. Oh, hi, Squeaky Boy. Hang out with us. Yeah, so that's something that I would like to do as well. Whether that's with the same group or whether that's with a bunch of different groups that are interested in those kinds of games. Just run one-shots. One-shots or like little mini things, like little, you know, 2 or 3 session things just to try different roleplay systems. Yeah, Pathfinder 2e is another one, Darius, that I'm interested in. Which system will the first campaign be running? It's just going to be 5e. It's going to be D&D 5e, and it's very likely that I'll be starting with the new starter set, the Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. The Witcher, yeah, the Witcher setting is very interesting. Yeah. So, yeah. Those are those ideas. And then the third thing is what I had kind of alluded to before, which is just like to release the things that I create. So while I'm running these things and trying these different systems and that kind of stuff, if I make maps or write-ups that are helpful, if I put together like resources and tools and stuff where I'm like, oh, this really helped me run the game, I should share that with people. Obviously, for some things, it'd be like if I'm able to. If I use a resource that like is someone else's Patreon, I can't just share that with people. But if I make things, or if there are things that I can share with the wider community, to be like, hey, if this is useful for anyone else, it really helped me run the system. It really helped me run the games. I wanna give that to people. I just wanna share as much as possible. And then Silly Shorts was really supposed to be between gaming and role-playing. I've made, if you've seen my YouTube channel, I've made some really dumb D&D shorts that I laugh to. I think they're funny. As well as, you know, any shorts that we have for, I've released one on XCOM. Yeah, you also laughed at them. Thanks, C7. So this is what I mean. Just anything that fits under either gaming or role-playing that I can just toss up that I think people would get a good laugh out of. I really like that kind of stuff. They're fun to make. They're fun to do. So yeah, definitely want to do that. So other considerations for content. This isn't necessary. This doesn't fit the basket of like, this is content I want to make. These are just thoughts that I have had thinking about the year going forward. I like to think that Silly Shorts actually just means you want to get a bunch of funny patterned pants to wear on stream for confidence. I don't need pants to have confidence, Scar. Oh, that was a sentence. Oh, God. Other considerations that I've had. C7, adding to have confidence to the end of that sentence didn't really make it any better. No, but other considerations that I've had. 1, I'm trying to get my stream times worked out. So I'm probably going to experiment with a 6 to 9 p.m. slot. Remember when I said, you know, I was going to try different things and modify them if they didn't feel right, or I was going to try different things and see what needs to change and what's not going to change, all that kind of thing. It's Eastern, Heathander. All of my times that I ever mentioned for me would be in Eastern, because this is where I live. Yeah, so here is my reasoning for this. As you all may know, I was streaming from 5 till 9 p.m. Eastern. And I was just streaming that because, I don't know, that seemed fine. And as I streamed that, I was like, oh man, I stream from 5 till 9, but it would be really nice to be able to have some time at the end of the night to work on stuff or to finish other stuff or what have you. I didn't know exactly what I was meaning, but I was like, oh, it'd be nice to have that time. So I changed it. And my secondary thing was also, it would be nice if Annika and I could have dinner together. I get out of work during the week at 5 Eastern, so it'd be... Oh, nice. That's nice, Evander. Hell yeah. So, I then flipped it from 3 till 7, right? And the good thing there was that, yes, it did end things sooner, where I would be done at 7 o'clock, right? And the bad thing, though, or rather the thing that wasn't really clicking, was I was like, oh, it'd be good that I could do that, because then for the rest of the evening, I would have time to work on things, or I would... Okay, I just have to say, after a day of working anyway, like working during the day, and then streaming, me, Shay, at 7:30 p.m. when the stream is done, is not the person to go, all right, time to work on editing. Time to edit the hell out of that new YouTube video. Time to set up cameras and record content. Time to work and do those things. I'm exhausted, y'all. At the end of that time. And yeah, Duke, I'm doing like look at my plans going forward, content wise and just community wise into 2023. So what I thought would work, what I thought was such a grand scheme, didn't end up working the way I thought it would. Also, I couldn't have dinner with Annika. Our dinner time is normally like 5, 6 o'clock. So I completely overlapped it. I was like, well, we'll just eat after. We'll just eat at 7. No, no, that didn't work. So, you know, I did like that it was a little bit earlier in that sense, and there were certain side benefits too. Like, I mean, I think like Copy, for example, you said, oh, that doesn't like cut into my dinner as much, so I can see you. But then, to my point earlier, where I was like, I try to make things please everyone, or as much as I possibly can. Havander was just like, oh, you're doing 6 to 9? Hell yeah. That'll let me see basically all of your so it doesn't matter what I do. Somebody somewhere is going to be like, oh, fuck, that's when I'm working. Or so I can't worry about that kind of thing, right? So part of what I did during December when I was, you know, reflecting on all this and figuring things out, is I created this like ideal weekday. And again, this might be something that well, I mean, it should be something that changes based on how things go. But you know, during the day, I want to be doing my creative content work. When I wake up, after I'm done, you know, having a coffee, that's like my best creative hours. When I wake up, and then I go right into editing, I go right into filming or making stuff. That's when all of my energy is at sort of the apex. So I think by doing the streams from 6 till 9, because I get a boost from the streams. I will say, when I stream, maybe you can tell based on how excited I come across or how I am, but when I stream, it energizes me while I'm streaming. I mean, I can't, you know, once I'm done, like I said, and I'm all done, because it's what, it's like going for 3 or 4 hours, right? And during that time, you all make it awesome. And then I power down and I'm like, okay, I can't launch into editing or this or that. I've mentioned that. So I just think by having 6 to 9, my hope is that it lets me and Annika have that dinner together, and it lets us create more healthy meals rather than just like, oh, fuck, I just got done work, but also Shay's streaming, and we'll just kind of... I'd like us both in the new year to work together on making the meals, making them healthier, and being able to sit and eat together, and then I stream. Also, what I've noticed streaming from 3 till 7, everyone, when you stream, you get the thing from Twitch where it's like, oh, here's your stats or whatever, right? And they tell you like your average viewers, your max viewers, da 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 da. But they also give you this chart, this chart of when do you have viewers, at what time you have your viewers. And at the beginning, it's always people filter in at the beginning, right? So of course, right when you first start the stream, it's going to be very small, and then your viewers filter in. But I've noticed those 3 to 7 streams, I would get the most people in the last 2 hours of the stream anyway. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I would a lot of the time get people that would come in pretty much right towards the end. And I'd say, oh no, so-and-so, like you've shown up right when we're shutting down the stream. Yeah, I remember, right. And when I get those emails from Twitch, the data supports my theory, right? Like the data shows that I get quite a lot of people in those last 2 hours. So I'm also thinking by doing the 6 till 9, I am going to get the people that are finished with work, that are, because I'm an Eastern time zone streamer, right? Yes, we definitely have people from the UK, and in Europe and stuff like that. But it's not a good time for them, no matter what time I Eastern stream, unless I'm gonna stream at like 10 a.m. I'm not doing that, by the way. So yeah, that's my other consideration with the timing. The second thing, also, hi SpongeMan, what up? Haven't seen you since last year. Yeah. Darksteel. But what you said about the newsletter and Twitter, that's pretty well exactly my point. Point number 2, I want to own more of my content. That may mean a website and or a newsletter in the future. I say in the future because I don't want to put the cart before the horse, and I don't want to do something like that before I've enacted my plan of sharing more of myself, putting more of my content out there in the new year, all of that, right? But when I say I want to own more of my content, what I mean by that is it has been made very clear to me, and it already really should have been clear, and maybe is clear to some of you, particularly if you're creators yourselves. But I have had concrete examples in the past year and a bit of if you don't own your content, it can absolutely be disabled, banned, or taken away from you. And the smallest part of that was my interaction with Facebook this year. I have mentioned to some of you, I've mentioned this on stream, although if you don't know, Facebook shut down my account. They disabled it on me. They didn't really tell me why, other than a vague, you have violated community guidelines. And I'm sitting there going, I don't post or do anything on Facebook. The only thing I use it for is talking to my family in the Messenger chat. I also sell old camera lenses I'm no longer using. And I couldn't appeal it to any human being. It was all automated. And so that was that, and that's just a personal thing. That wasn't even my content. I don't do any content. I don't do anything on Facebook in terms of that kind of stuff. But that was one thing. The second thing is what we've been seeing with Twitter. One of the most concrete things for content creators is the recent rule and then about face, where they deleted it within a day, of what Twitter did and said, okay, you cannot post any links to prohibited sites like Instagram, like Mastodon, all of those kinds of things. We will ban you for doing that. You cannot use link aggregators. So things like Linktree, you cannot use those. And that was up. That was a rule that people were freaking out over because they were like, wait, but I'm a content creator and I use those things. Again, they deleted it within a day. But it just gets you thinking. Yeah, exactly, Copy. Diversifying your online presence is critical for creators. Yeah. But it's even more than that, where diversifying is 100% a good move. Like, you definitely don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. But even if you diversify and you don't own your stuff, you've still put in effort to be a part of that platform. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've still taken all of the time and the effort to interact on that platform, to make friends, to build up, you know, solid communities, discussions, all that kind of thing. So yeah, you have all these, you know, diversification, but still, it still hurts if someone comes along and chops one thing off and goes, right, this is no longer an avenue you can pursue. I'm also thinking of things that don't even involve or affect me, but that doesn't mean they don't exist. OnlyFans creators, things like that, right? Where, again, it was an about face, but OnlyFans for a time was like, right, we're not going to have any not safe for work on our platform. And I just felt for the people, I'm like, all the effort of people that have created a career, an income from those kinds of things. And it's like all of your efforts, because you don't truly own them, we have now just destroyed all of your efforts. And anyway, it's just something that I'm considering, right? It's just something where I'm not saying like I'm going to take my ball and go home. You know, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to be on Twitter, or I'm not going to be on YouTube, you know, stuff like that. I'm still going to be on those platforms. It's just something I'm considering in my mind where I'm like, you know what? If I was putting out like maps, if I was showing you guys clips and this and that, and I had something like a website you could go to check that stuff out, or if I had a newsletter that you guys actually cared to be a part of, where I would put out stuff that you already like seeing anyway, that's something that I own. I can't just... Somebody cannot take over my brain and tell me, oh, yeah, actually, I don't like this. I'm going to change it completely, and you're banned. So it's just part of a wider discussion, right? No, with that attitude. Yeah, so I think that's a good point. Three. I love community participation and discussion. So this, what we're doing right now, or just in general, like people getting involved in the content, people telling your opinions. Like, I can't guarantee that if you give me like an idea that I'm going to use your idea, or that I'm going to go with something, or that even that our opinions would be the same. But I do love the discussion, and I do love when people get involved. So please, this is just a general point. Like, don't ever feel like afraid or worried about, you know, Scar earlier on, right? Being like, you know, Shay, to be honest, pretty much every game you play, I have no interest in, but I'm here for you. You know, like I love your cartoonish figure. That's totally fine. I like hearing that kind of thing. I'm like, oh, okay, like that makes sense to me. So you're here for me and not necessarily all the stuff that I play. But like, Scar, you're laughing. It's funny when you hear it, but like legit, I'm totally fine with hearing about people's like opinions on things. You know, hearing what you feel about my content or what I'm putting out in the world, what you'd like to see more of. I thrive on hearing that sort of stuff, right? Because then I can make it better. If overwhelmingly people tell me like, no, this is a total miss, Shay, that's great. Because then I know that. And I can scrap it if it's not something anyone gives a crap about, or if it's something where people are like, oh, but we have these ideas, like this would be really cool if, and a bunch of people tell me that, I'm like, awesome, let's do that and make it better, right? Like, it's just that was the third point that I just wanted everyone to know. You can absolutely be involved and let me know that kind of stuff. You can either do that just by telling me in chat, or if you are worried about, like, if you have anxiety about that sort of thing, or if you're like, oh no, I don't want to attach my name to it, or like, oh, I don't want to hurt Shay's feelings, or like, oh, I want it to be like, I think it's an idea to improve things, but I don't want the spotlight on me. Like, if it's a really good idea, I actually don't want people being like, whoa, so-and-so, like that, what a good idea, that's so crazy. Like, I don't like that. I have an anonymous Google form thing where you can submit anything you want. You can let me know certain comments. You can ask questions. You can do whatever, all anonymously. I don't know if it's part of a command that says suggestion. Did I make that? Oh, look at that. I'm awesome. Yeah, so that. You can use that. Something I wanted y'all to keep in mind. My ideas are always great, especially the bad ones. Oh my God, you're starting a podcast. I'm not starting a podcast. My crippling social anxiety will stop me from messaging people all at once. Aha! So there you go then, Duke. The anonymous doodle. Is there a command list? I don't think so. I don't think Stream Elements... Oh, maybe they do have something like that. Ah! There's the commands. I enjoy the positivity of this community. Wow, thank you. I'm here because I love yours and Snake's dynamic and need your positive vibe right now. Hell yeah. Yes, so that's the command list. Man, look at all this stuff that I totally set up and have and forgot that I had a command list. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Why did I post that command list? So, where then will I be posting this content? Well, Twitch, that thing that you're watching me from right now. The things like the structured playthroughs and the clippable moments and stuff like that is honestly just natively that lives on Twitch. Like, just me playing games gets me content in terms of stuff that makes people laugh, stuff that makes us have a good time, structured playthroughs with the community where y'all can get involved. That's just what I do here all the time. So that's not going to really change. But I will be more aware of things like the clippable moments, right? Where I can then take those and go, oh, sweet, I should throw this up on Twitter. I think people would really enjoy this. Or, oh, this is a baking thing we did. I'm going to throw this up in the community and other people can post their stuff, right? I'm impressed with myself, immediately followed by regret. I thought people would be spamming commands and stuff. And then content for the eggs. So part of what would make up the eggs could come and be recorded while I'm live. Maybe not all of it, but some of it could be. So stay tuned. TikTok. Who messaged? Who mentioned TikTok? Was it Sherix? Everyone games Ungilded. Energetic guilty gear. Yeah. So TikTok. I don't want to I don't want to shy away from that anymore. I don't want to spend a ridiculous amount of my energy. Like, I don't want to have, you know, crazy strategy. I'm just going to put things up on TikTok that are like the shareable moments, or like a challenge clip of a game thing we do, or like any of that stuff. I'm just going to put it up. This was also part of my gather tools. There's a thing that I want to be able to do with OBS where I can record an easy short / TikTok by just hitting a button on my Stream Deck. That would really help me put out more of that kind of content. But I'm just going to do it and see what happens, you know? Yes, I do know that you're a TikTok dork, C7. You've made me laugh several times. But yes, I will be doing that. YouTube is where I will be releasing eggs. I will also be releasing those challenges or structured playthroughs if they're more polished and edited, right? So this is where I said I'm just going to embrace the whole game and roleplay aspect, right? Where I might release something where I'm like, oh, we did this really fun, it was hilarious, it was this really good game playthrough of like, it's a more edited moment than what happens live here on Twitch, right? So it's just a polished up edited thing for the pacing. I know, Evander. Yes. YouTube is also where I will be live streaming the tabletop games. Okay, so I hope you all will get involved over there. But if I'm going to be running a campaign, that's where I'm going to be doing it. It integrates right there with the channel and its existence anyway. YouTube just recently has released it so that it's all split up. So when you go to a channel, there's videos, shorts, and live, and they're all in their own separate like homes. They're all in their own separate like tabs. So I'm going to be streaming the tabletop campaign there. I also might, I'm going to continue to release videos on the roleplay stuff I've been releasing, just things that I learn, things that I think are useful, things that I want to share with people. And of course, the silly RP shorts that I've been doing already. Those are just fun to make. I'm going to do those. And then you'll notice for Twitter, the word share comes up so much. I want to share my personal stories, like things that I keep trapped in my brain where I'm like, why don't I tell people about that stuff? Again, share anything that I learned that I think other people, it would be useful for them to know. Share the RP assets that I make, maps and stuff like that when I make them. Share those clippable moments. Make more friends with and have discussions in the roleplay space. I've did that a little bit within the past week where I get involved in certain things, ask questions, make comment, that kind of stuff. So just share, basically. So that's where I will be. Those are the platforms. And Sherix, I love TikTok. If you already made an account we can follow, well, funny you say that. Make friends. We're not your friends. Me making more friends and doing things like that doesn't preclude what I already have and the friendship and community I've already built, C7. Shay Flossar. Shayer. Fine, C7. You know what? Just you specifically. So, yeah, on YouTube, I mean, YouTube also recently did a thing where they've released handles, much like, I guess, TikTok, or much like how Twitter, how it can be different, right? So on YouTube, you can have your channel name, and then you can have your handle. Hey, PB, I'm just going over like content stuff and my plans for the new year. But yeah, so YouTube right now, my channel is just called Shay Shouts, and I think that makes sense to the kind of person I am. So there is that. But to find it, if you go youtube.com/@rpdevotee, I think that fits as well. So that kind of like, remember I said I was going to combine, it's just going to be my personality. Yeah, that's it. That's where you'll find me on YouTube. And the rest of it is just Shayandra, because it's really hard to get Shay and just Shay because it's 4 letters. And also there's a bunch of people named Shay. So I can't get that anywhere. I also can't get my real name because it's a pretty generic white dude name. And it also, it's pretty long. So on Twitter, for example, I can't even fit the whole damn thing if I added a middle name or an initial. So yeah, it's Shayandra on Twitch, on Twitter, and on TikTok. So it's super duper easy to find me on basically all platforms. And also I have commands. So if you're here and you're like, wait, Shay, you have a YouTube? I'm like, well, yes, I do. Random person who sounds like a hick. There it is. I think 4 letters is hard to get as a handle. Most places don't even let you use just 2 letters. That's fair. And also it's kind of like reserving a website name, right? Like try getting a 2 or 3 letter website name. You can't. Well, .com at least. How do you know what my extended family sounds like? God damn, Cherex. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, I'm not even the only Shay in this channel. Exactly. But this is where you can find me. This is what you'll see me on as things go by. I'd really appreciate it. You know, if you're at all interested in the kinds of things I do or the kind of person I am, go give these things a follow. The TikTok has tumbleweeds on it right now, just so y'all know. I will be throwing stuff up there, but there ain't nothing there yet. Screenshot it so I can follow you after stream. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got you, C7. Yeah. See, it's that like finding your identity, finding what you're about, what fits with your content, right? Yeah. Taking a small step away from animating. I get it. Yeah. So there's the socials. In summary, I want to put my personality out into the world to reach a bunch more people and continue to grow the awesome community we have, create kick-ass content that's true to myself that I feel good about, and not worry so much about, you know, what this random theoretical person may or may not think, and make a positive impact on people through laughter and entertainment. Everything that I do, when I hear that this is a space that people like hanging out in, when I hear that, you know, oh my God, Shay, my sides are hurting right now. When I hear that, oh, I got off work and I just need like a positive place to chill in that's gonna make me smile. I love hearing that. That's what I'm all about. That's what I want. So yeah, let's make 2023 amazing together. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Also, did you know that in PowerPoint, see, 2023 PowerPoint, you can make a little shape and you can make an animated GIF and put it in the little shape. They also have something called Smart Art. This is actually art. And then it becomes little text or whatever, right? That's crazy, man. This is also smart art that I put into shapes, and it had text all built in. Like, this isn't me taking an image and going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 text boxes. This is all smart. It's some smart shit. Anyway, that is the plan going forward into 2023. Okay, so that's the kind of content you can expect. That's the kind of things that I'm deciding on. That's where I'll be and what I'll be doing. And I hope you're all as excited as I am to just get that stuff out there. Your positivity and Snake is calm, so my fave nights are you two playing together. Yeah, we make a good mix. We're like peanut butter and chocolate. Unless you don't like that, then we're not that at all. Can I get rid of this? Yes, I can. I'm gonna jump back in here. I'm allergic to peanut butter. Please, no. No, that's fine. That's okay, C7. Snake's peanut butter. Just hang out over here with me, chocolate. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to go live today about, everyone. That's the plan. This was, I know, a shorter stream, but I just wanted to like put that out there. I'm obviously gonna have it like it'll be up as a VOD or whatever. I mean, if you weren't able to see the whole thing, if you don't know exactly what all was said, or if you couldn't catch it and you want to see it later. But I thought, yeah, as the first stream of the new year, this would be a really good, like, plant my flag type stream and just tell you all the things that are going on in my head. So tomorrow, I think we're going to finish up XCOM. I think we're close enough to the end that playing it tomorrow will finish the game. I could be wrong, but that's the plan, is to finish XCOM tomorrow. Or we die. One of the two. No. He did not finish it tomorrow. I think we will. If we don't, we'll finish it next week, but I really think we're going to finish it up tomorrow. And then I can share with you guys some of the other games that we will get into. And again, on the theme of sharing, I'd like to put together a little graphical thing that says, like, you know, like current game, like thing that we're doing, right? Like that. Not to have up all the time. I just mean to like share it out into places like Twitter and on the Guilded and stuff, right? So that people, you don't have to be like, oh wait, I missed the Tuesday stream when Shay mentioned it that one time. What are we doing, right? I'm going to put it out. I'm just going to have it there. So I do have a game list, Duke. Oh, I need to update that for the new year as well, because I'm coming to the end of XCOM. Is it game list? Games? Oh shit, it's list. Okay, thank you, copy. So there is that. It doesn't have everything like, there's not like upcoming where it's like, I will for sure be playing this within the next month. Like there's nothing like that on it. But yes, I will be putting out like a shareable, like I said, a little graphic of like, I have one game that I just bought for the winter sale that I want to play next that I think is going to be a really good time. So like you'll see that probably on Twitter and in the Guilded. And it'll be something I mention in an effort to just make it so that everyone knows what's going on as much as possible, right? So like, again, it's not something where it's like, wait, did Shay mention that? It's like, yeah, he did last week, but you weren't there. I want to avoid more of that and just have people be excited on what's going on. So being on Shay's Steam friends is like spoilers. No, god damn it, Repoplums, no! I'm gonna unfriend all of you. You can't, no. Is the game about eggs? No. Not that I'm aware of. God, I miss all of the Steam notifications. Yeah. Friend you even harder. But yes. Hey, Perugi, you came in right at the end. I'm so sorry. I hope you all had a good new year. I hope you're feeling optimistic and excited for the new year ahead. I hope you got in some good plans. Even if it's nothing more than like, yo, I'm hanging out here. Cool. Happy 2023. This is what I'll be doing in the new year. And oh man, I hope you're all along for the ride. So let's have as much fun as we can together. Let's make this year awesome. And oh, one of the last things that I'll be looking at doing is improving my sign up, feeling less awkward about signing off on things. I always get to the end of things and I'm like, all right, fucking leave. I'm done. That's it. Goodbye.